Say hi to Wade.
Hi.
He's the guy I talked about in the last video.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy.
This is the guy.
The guy.
Hey, guy. Can't be the guy yet, man. They don't know. They don't.
No one knows who the guy is.
No. This ain't Spy Kids 3D, man. That's not how this rolls.
I'm the guy. The real guy.
Wasn't that like Arnold Schwarzenegger? No, it was
No, it was Sylvester Stallone.
no, because they're interchangeable.
Real game will begin.
So, like last video, we're talking about anime.
Mm-hmm. Anime, man. Wiggly fingers.
There's some sparkly dust there.
Oh yeah, I can do that. In fact, we should just redo that if I just say like anime.
Anime. What defines it for you?
At this point, I have no idea.
I mean,
I was wondering what is your definition of anime? Because nowadays, animation has gotten so different in so many different cultures and so many different places, and so many things are trying to mimic each other that no one really knows how to define it anymore. Because once it was exclusive to Japan, but now all sorts of countries are mimicking that style, so...
I mean,
what is anime?
You just say anime, I think Japanese animation.
So it's exclusive to Japan then?
For me, yeah. I mean, it might be different for other people, because I know there are other countries that have their own anime, but I think specifically of Japan. When you say the word anime, I think Japan.
Mm-hmm. Because in my particular case, like thinking artistically, it's like when I think anime, I think of the look more so than where it comes from. Like, you know, the eyes are typically, you know, enlarged, and anatomical features like their bodies look a little more realistic than typical American cartoons. Like, that's normally what I think of with anime. I don't associate it with Japan because that's kind of where the term originated, but aside from that, it's like, feels like a style more so than a place.
I see what you're saying. It's just like, it's just for me when I think, when someone says the word anime, it's just, alright, Japanese animation. I got a list of shows.
Yeah, everything that fits in that category just comes to mind, like, boom, anime, there it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, like, Korea? No, Vietnam. Right. Where is it? South Korea. They have like their own anime style.
Oh, they actually do. Wait, I'm thinking of China. Shit, why am I thinking?
Does China have one too?
China does have its own thing going on. I mean, it has since like the 1930s, but recently they've actually taken to ripping off of American cartoons and Canadian cartoons and European cartoons in their own style, like making their own versions of them. Like, have you seen Amazing World of Gumball, but changed for China?
No.
We will feature that in the description. You gotta check that out.
Can't you do it? You're the one with the car.
I wasn't the one who watched alligators on a train 72 times.
But technically, you rented it.
你去了，反正一会儿你都要出去的。
那是谁吃了那么多零食，弄了那么多垃圾？
哎呀，但从事情的根本来说，那些都是你买回。
China's not ripping anything
China's
off.
got some stuff going on, okay?
Right. So, but yeah. You're gonna have to actually show me this.
Oh, it's gonna be. Yeah.
This sounds like a laugh. Like a laugh. I'm dying now. Just in the middle of the video, I'm gonna die.
Mm.
All right.
That'd be too entertaining. We can't have that.
So how did you get into anime?
For me, when I was little 5-year-old Wade, I believe, I used to go to this like really crappy place called Video Adventure, which is now something completely different because video stores no longer exist.
No.
And
Dead and gone away with the Blockbuster.
Blockbuster did it wrong. But once a week, my dad and I would go to this place, we rent a movie, I go home, I watch it, it's great. Okay. But one time, we rented this movie I thought looked really neat just from the cover. I couldn't read it, but it just looked neat. It had the spiky-haired, black-haired guy, an orange jumpsuit, little blue ribbony looking thing wrapped around his midsection. I was like, this looks cool, Dad. I want to see this shit. Of course, I didn't say shit because I was 5, so I was like, I want to see this poop, you know. But anyway, so then I wanted to see it, and so we got it, went home, watched it. I was like, this shit's blowing my mind, and it was Dragon Ball Z.
I feel like Dragon Ball Z is like most 90-esque kids' introduction to anime. Like our generation of people, like their introduction to anime was Dragon Ball Z, for the most part. Because that was definitely mine, and that was through watching TV, like on Saturday mornings with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I still remember the intro that, so you could probably date it when I started watching it, because it was Rock the Dragon.
Actually, when I first saw it, the rented version I had the Japanese intro, which was even crazier for me because it just blew my mind that I couldn't understand a word they were saying, but I still liked it. So that's kind of hasn't changed now. Like I still watch these shows and I'm like, I have no idea what they're saying, but god damn is it great.
What keeps you drawn to anime? Why do you like it?
Well, what first drew me to it and what continues to draw me to it is the fact that it's just different from anything else that you'd find in the Western world. Like, with Eastern Asia and the way they create cartoons, they got certain tropes, certain stereotypes, certain ways the characters behave that you just wouldn't see in normal American versions. Like, even just the way the characters pause and take things in is different in anime. Like, you know, in an American version, like say SpongeBob stubs his toe, just look kind of like, ah, I'll freak out at it. But with anime, they always do that, you know, that cliche thing where like, oh.
With certain animes, if they hurt themselves, they go over the top and
Yeah, they'll just explode,
it'll be like,
their face completely changes, the style changes, and they're just smoke blowing out their ears, and they go, ah, in the background.
They become like a chibi form of their self.
Yeah, exactly. It goes from chibi to realistic in like half a second, and somehow it still works, even though completely different styles in the same show.
We're in trouble, G.
That's the fun of some animes. Just like the change,
The way it changes
the changes in
constantly,
styles, and it flips back and forth. And then there's some that just do that way too wrong, and it gets annoying.
Like what's an example of that?
Personally, for me, be like Kill la Kill.
Yeah, you kind of got me on that one. It's a little too zany. It's like to the point where it's hard to follow almost.
Kill la Kill is one of the animes that I was talking about in the last video. The ones that I wouldn't mention. Yeah, I just can't. For me, the story's kind of, I don't like it. The suit being really rapey is kind of throwing me off. I mean, like I understand it's like
trying to be edgy for the sake of being edgy. Really, it's like
it's too.
That was their intention.
It's too much, and it's like I've watched over-sexualized animes, and I've enjoyed some of them, but Kill la Kill is like, this is just too much. This is too intentional.
They don't change personality with their new persona. It's not even a transformation, really. It's just a change of clothes.
Magical girl transformation. Mm-hmm. But those are always fun to watch.
They're fun to watch.
Just definitely.
It's just not relatable. At all.
So, how do you feel about the community that is anime fans?
I'm half and half on it because on one hand you got the anime fans who are just, you know, they're great to talk to, they understand it, they know how to, like, you know, they can be really into this stuff, at the same time they can be a well-adjusted person in real life. Like, you can talk to them about normal things but also anime. But then there are some people who take it way too far, you know, in Japan they call them otakus, but here I think the term that fits better would be weeaboos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I love anime!
Weeaboos. Those people, not so fun to be around. I mean, it gets a little creepy, sometimes grabby, you know.
Over obsessive.
Over obsessed to the point where they don't have a personality outside of it. Yeah, that's a problem. So that's where I am. I'm like split half and half on it in that sort of way. I mean, I'm with that. I'm like that with a lot of fandoms, which will be explained in future episodes.
That definitely is most fandoms, I'd say. You definitely have the people that are adjusted people, but still know a lot about an anime or animes, but they can still, you know, you can talk to them about.
What is the plural of that? Is it animes?
I don't.
Anime. It's like criteria and criterion. Like, is it animerion?
I don't know.
Animes, anime. Is it just like one of those words that works for everything? Like, I always want to say series as a plural thing, because when you say
series
one thing is a series, it's a series. But what if I want to talk about two different series? What do I say? It's like I say series, so then I end up just saying shows because there's no word for that, and I'm like, I want to say series because it works better.
These series.
These series, but like, what if I want to say all of the Batman animated series in the same sentence? It's like, I want to talk about all these series. But I can't because that's not a word.
You know what I'm talking about.
Also bumps into this question: where do you feel like you fit in with the community?
You know, I'm kind of like, in the same way that I'm split half and half with the community, I'm also split half and half with my involvement in the community. Because on one hand, I like the games, the shows, the movies, but at the same time, I don't really think about them as much as I do the typical American show in any sort of way. It's like, they're just regular shows to me.
Brother, you can't die now. What are these pigeons doing here?
Like, I'll buy the merchandise and I watch the shows, but I always watch the shows late. Like, I'm never up to date with an anime. That's just me, though, I guess.
I was up to date with one anime, which I may mention in this and may not. That's it. Every other anime I have the same exact issue. It's like I always see the reruns later, and then that's how I watch. Like, that's how I watch the anime. It's like I just wait until it's been out for a while, then I see it later when I have the time. I'm like, oh, that was great. Now I gotta wait till the next thing's out, and then forget about it, and then see it later.
Well, like, for me, it's always like, Netflix has been great because I found a bunch of cool animes because of Netflix. But then most of the time it's usually someone going, hey, have you seen this anime?
That's normally
You
what I
should
find
really
out.
watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, alright, yeah. And then some people really love a show and they're like, you have to watch it. And I'm like, okay. What would you say is your favorite anime?
Space Dandy.
I am a slave too.
The booty.
Is that your final dandy?
Is it your favorite because it's something that you've been watching, that you've watched recently, or is it just like like in like 3 months, if I asked you the same question, you would still say Space Dandy?
It's gonna be Forever Dandy, baby. Just after seeing that, there's never been a show that resonated with me in such a way as Space Dandy. It's like everything about it just correlates to weight. It feels like a show that I would make for me. Like, that's how it feels to me. Just because, you know, it's this guy, he's got morals, he's a little softy on the inside, but he's also a total dick on the outside, and he's overconfident. It's like, I got that going on.
See, that's me.
That's me. What is your favorite anime?
My favorite anime, so you go flip the script, is Soul Eater. Soul Eater, it's the right amount of fun and the right amount of serious, and like there's some heartbreak in it, because like if I go through my top like 5, there's a lot of animes in there that just hits you right in the feels. And Soul Eater doesn't do that on like a large scale, but it has its moments.
So it's not entirely made out of feels, like something like, say, Attack on Titan, where it's just overloaded to the point where you can no longer feel things for what's happening.
I don't get feels from Attack on Titan. I'm just like, after the first episode when his mom gets eaten, from that point I was like, everyone in this anime is dead, and so whoever dies, I'm not gonna be surprised, and I'm not gonna care that much.
Eating her. And then they're going to eat me.
That was cemented.
That pretty much was
when
maintained
Eren
through
died.
the whole thing.
When Eren died, I was like, alright, I definitely cannot care about any of these characters.
As soon as you kill the main character, you've just already initiated essentially a genocide of all your little characters.
No one's safe. So like at that once that happened, I was like, alright, from now on deaths are funny in this anime. Nerd Talk. Introducing Wade. Now officially a part of the channel, an affiliate.
Affiliate. Or associate. I'm not sure what word works for that.
I just,
English again, god damn it.
God damn the English, but affiliate
English
just sounds so
sucks.
official. Affiliate sounds so official.
It is official. We'll go with affiliate.
Wade will also be the one that has edited this lovely video that you've watched.
That intro you saw was Wade. I don't know what it looks like yet, neither does he.
At the time of filming it, no, we have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it's going to be awesome.
It's magic.
And you will no longer have to suffer through all of my editing skills. Maybe.
Now you have to suffer through mine, and I pity you.
Yours will at least look cooler than mine.
They'll look cooler. That's gonna hurt, man.
This is what you go to school for.
Yeah. I mean, I know how to do it before school, but now I know how to do it better. Stay in school, kids. It helps.
And do copious amounts of drugs, right? Is that how that sentence goes?
Depends what kind of drugs you're talking here. Prescription, hard, soft. Just kilogram.
So this is Wade. I am obviously Dylan. And this has been Nerd Talk. Say bye to the nice people, Wade.
Bye, nice people. Some of you aren't nice, but bye.
Some of you are jackasses, but we still love you. Bye.
We love you.